Civil rights groups are calling on Amazon to permanently ban use of its facial recognition software, as an approaching deadline looms on the future of the technology. In an open letter addressed to Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos and incoming CEO Andy Jassy, 44 civil rights groups pointed to ongoing instances of police violence against the black community as evidence that Amazon should stop selling facial recognition technology to law enforcement. As a company, Amazon has a choice to make. Will you continue to profit from selling surveillance technology to law enforcement? Or will you stand for Black lives and divest from giving law enforcement these harmful tools, said the letter, which was published Monday. After national protests that followed the death of George Floyd last year, Amazon followed Microsoft and IBM in stopping the sale of its facial recognition technology to law enforcement. However, unlike IBM, which abandoned its program, and Microsoft, which indefinitely suspended police use of its facial recognition until a federal law is introduced, Amazon opted to impose a one-year ban to give Congress enough time to implement appropriate rules to govern the use of the technology. While some cities have imposed bans on facial recognition technology being used by police departments, the technology isn't regulated by federal authorities. Amazon has yet to say whether it will continue its moratorium after it expires next month, or lift the ban and sell the technology to law enforcement. They did share that they are committed to standing with the black community and standing for racial justice, says Jennifer Lee, Technology and Liberty Project Manager at the ACLU in Washington State, where Amazon is headquartered. If they're going to do that, they need to permanently divest from selling facial recognition technology and cease involvement with police and law enforcement. Amazon didn't respond to requests for comment. However, the Seattle-based giant is pushing against shareholder calls for more transparency around the use of its facial recognition software, called Rekognition. Ahead of the company's annual general meeting on May 26, one shareholder proposal is calling for an independent third-party audit on the risks linked with government use of Rekognition, citing calls of more than 70 civil rights organizations to stop selling the technology, who said it contributed to government surveillance infrastructure. Another shareholder proposal is calling for an independent report on how Amazon conducts due diligence on its customers, including law enforcement agencies that use Rekognition. In a proxy memo filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, Amazon said that it has conscientiously acted to review and address the concerns expressed in the proposal and transparently provided information regarding our actions to the public, and that it is actively engaged in policy debates around facial recognition regulation.